Home for a classic in South Florida to cap this challenging season. In Miami Monday night, we'll see if the trend holds. Defense no longer wins championships. To win these playoff-era championship games, teams have averaged 39 points that have won it, Kirk. So that means great quarterback play. If you're going to beat Alabama, you've got to have brilliant quarterback play. And a lot on Justin Fields' platter. What he does for the offense, the mental burden, and then managing the pain. And it's going to hurt to breathe, much less throw.
Yeah, I mean, the game against Clemson, you watch him before the hit and then after the hit, he lost his mobility and his ability to create. And he had a monster game throwing the ball. But against Bama, we're going to keep a close eye on his health because Justin Fields coming off the Big Ten championship game, he needed a game like the Clemson game to get his confidence back. He did a nice job of working through progressions, finding the right matchups. Look at the timing and accuracy with his main man, Chris Olave. They have that built-in chemistry. That'll be big against Bama. The tight ends were a big factor. But I think the overall arm strength, the ability to vertically challenge Alabama's defense is something we don't see a lot. Even with Florida, they were able to find matchups and find seams. But with Ohio State, they're going to challenge Bama downfield. But in my opinion, if Ohio State's going to keep up with Bama, it's going to be Justin Fields, not just the arm, Trey Sermon, and his ability to create and extend plays with his legs.
About vertical threat, Alabama's offense does that as well as anybody. DeVonta Smith, the Heisman Trophy winner. Doesn't matter what opponents have done to try to stop him. It really hasn't worked because of the scheme, where they line him up, his route running ability, and the speed.
Yeah, that's a great point. I've really enjoyed watching with Steve Sarkisian, the offensive coordinator, who's headed to Texas after this game to become the head coach, how he's moved DeVonta Smith around. Remember, they lost Jalen Waddle. He's actually in this game in the slot here. But when they do the pre-snap motion, which you'll see on almost every play, it's an indicator. It helps Mac Jones know where to go with the ball. Here he feels and sees bracket coverage on Waddle, who was back then playing, and it opens up a one-on opportunity for DeVonta Smith. And when you watch this game, look, you'll see a lot of that, a lot of motion from one side to the other. And again, it's going to create confusion. You better communicate on the other side, or you leave Smith one-on-one, which you don't want to do because he wins those opportunities. Even a slight move from the tight end will give Mac Jones an idea. He sees what he wants to see. He communicates to Najee Harris about protection. He knows he's got Smith again in a spot where he's one-on-one. He's confident that he can win those one-on-one battles, gets separation, comes back to the ball. 6 is as good as you'll see. Obviously won the Heisman, the Biletnikoff, the top receiver in the country. They'll look for ways even in the red zone to try to get him isolated. Well, Ohio State, who's been playing a ton of zone, will they play man against 6? Look at his ball skills and ability to improvise and adjust to the ball. I think Ohio State with Kerry Coombs, the defensive coordinator, do you play zone and just try to hope to keep everything in front of you, or do you roll the dice and play some man-to-man with Shaun Wade, who's coming in to the season, supposed to be one of the top cover corners? Do you put him from time to time out there on an island? It's a risky business. If I were Ohio State, I'd be a bend but don't break approach. Make Alabama execute in the red zone.
Yeah, can a shorthanded Ohio State defensive front harass Mac Jones? It's been hard to do if you don't, while still stopping the run, by the way.
Right.
Why nobody has slowed Bama down 35-plus in each game. Both coaches expecting it's going to take some points to win this national championship here on Monday night. This most challenging of seasons, who's going to be the last team standing when the confetti falls? 8 Eastern on ESPN. Hope you join us.